Well, guess it's official. I'm nesting. Hey guys, what is up? I hope you guys are having an awesome week. We are here on my floor with my makeup and my plants. And we are gonna do some decluttering because that is what I feel like doing right now. I am very like itchy to nest and like clean things and do stuff. And I was just gonna like sit down and just clear it out. And I was like, well, clearly I need to bring you guys along. We need to experience this journey together. And I love decluttering. Love it. So when I was doing my makeup earlier this morning, I was like reaching into my drawers and I couldn't, it was this drawer I think, and there we go. It won't open or close. So I felt like that was probably a good sign to do that today. So get cozy, get yourself a snack. Maybe a pillow would be good. I should have gotten I have this like little pillow, but what's this gonna do? Maybe I can put it behind my back like that. That doesn't look weird at all. I'm just gonna sit on it. That's better. So let's just like dive right into these drawers. I don't even know, like, have you guys even seen these drawers before? I have many, I'm surrounded by drawers. This is where all of the product goes when I love something and I test it out and I'm like, I need to use this every single day until I run out of it. It all goes right here. These are all of my like alternative makeup products. Not the ones that I use on an everyday basis, but still nice enough that I want to keep it. Or extras like mascaras. I mean, you always run out of mascaras, right? You gotta have a stock of those. I also keep a whole bunch of extras because oftentimes my family likes to shop through here. So let's start at the top and we're gonna work our way down. So this first drawer is where I keep all my brow products, liners, mascaras, sponges. It's kind of like a catch-all-esque kind of drawer, but it works for me. So my goal here this evening, because it is evening time here, is to be as fast as possible, not second guess myself, go forward with your decision. Rachel, stick to it, you could do it. If I use it all the time, you keep it in the drawer. If you don't, you put it in another drawer. Or give it to family. That's another good one. Unless it's mascara, but we already know that. All right, let's start with liners. The one at the back for no reason at all. Okay, ones we are gonna definitely keep. Fenty Fly Liner as well as the, what do they call this one? Fly Pencil. These ones are good. I've been enjoying them. I have the black and the brown. Great. Keeping those. Maybelline's Tattoo Studio is another really good one. I use the brown one probably the most often for tight lining, and I find this one stays on better, even than the black one actually. So we're gonna keep that. And what else am I gonna keep? Oh, you know what? Honestly, okay, I have a story about this. This liner right here, I bought off of Amazon, and it's one of those ones that has the stamp on one end and has the liner on the other end, and it's almost like a felt tip, almost Sharpie. It is so good. It's among some of the best liners I've used. Honestly, the only other one that I use on like a really regular basis has to be, oh, these two, there we go. These NARS ones, these are the high pigment longwear liners, and again, use them for tight lining. They stay on really well. They don't raccoon eye on me, and they are fantastic. And then probably the ABH, just like a potted gel liner, just to have like quick access to, even though like my liners are right there. And these are gonna go in there. Oh no, also this one. Forgot about this one. This is the Thrive Causemetics one. It's the Infinity Waterproof Eyeliner. Also really good. I have so much like random stuff in here, like lens cloths, maybe for my lens. Oh, is my lens dirty? No, it seems pretty good. Why do I even have this brush in here? This is by Guerlain. I don't even like this brush. I retested this in a recent video because I couldn't remember how I liked their foundation that they had that kind of launched with this. This is like a $60 or $70 brush, and it doesn't even do that good of a job. So I'm gonna see if one of my sisters-in-law would like it, because again, everyone's skin is so different. Everyone has different preferences in how they apply their makeup. This was not for me, but I mean, there's a brush for every person. Wise words to live by, I know. Got a bunch of brushes in here that I don't use that much. Oh, let's just take a bunch of this stuff out, eh? Probably should clean out these drawers at some point. I have an earring back here. Just one earring. All right, there we go. Just a dirty drawer now. Let's just close that. I don't need to look at that right now. So let's go into brows, because this should be super quick because there are only a couple of products that I use, and I'm just waiting for a shipment to come in of the Essence like Precisely Micro Brow. Oh, and it's Essence, so it's like what, like $1, maybe $2. Other than that, because that's like really what I've been using the most of right now. The other one is by Nude Stick. This is their Eyebrow Stylist Pencil and Gel. I've been using this a lot. Kathleen Light's was saying how much she loved this product, so I tested it and it's fantastic. So I've been really enjoying this, especially the gel, but I've been also using the pencil and that's also been nice. Maybelline Tattoo Studio, the brow gel, phenom. And then I really like the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. The Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, also really, really good. And then, oh, this is the other one by Sigma. They have a pomade that's just really good. This is in the shade Medium. Been using that a lot. Otherwise, I have not been using a ton of these products, so they can either be donated to family or I will put them into these drawers. Look at me go, guys. Crushing this. And then this is sort of my catch-all bin. So it has, mostly I use it for sponges because I've been using sponges a lot for my foundation. So we're gonna keep all of these ones. I also have the Tati one is coming. It should be here in like the next day or two. So excited. If you guys missed it, I went to LA and Tati and I filmed together and I got to test out her Blendiful before she had launched it. And it's so good. It's so good. So then pencil, oh, you know what? I'm gonna put that here because we need to wash those. Like wash your brushes, but also wash your sharpeners too. And then the two bases that I use for my eyes, probably the most, is just NARS and Smashbox, these two. Got some eyebrow plucker things. And then I just want lip balms, which is the Glossier Mango, as well as this one by Indeed. This is their Hydroluron, which is a volumizing lip treatment. So these two will stay in that drawer as well. Everything else will go. Oh no, wait, also some brow scissors. These kind of got lost in my carpet. Then on to mascara. This is too many mascaras. And if you guys have seen any of my videos before, I need to sit properly because my legs are falling asleep. I love mascara, so I already know what needs to stay in these drawers. Number one combination. These two right here. YSL the Shock Mascara as well as the Wander Beauty Mile High Club Mascara. These two, when paired together, it's just like magic. Flower Beauty Lash Warrior is also a great drugstore mascara and it gives a lot of volume. Big, thick, black lashes type of thing. I also really enjoy the one from Essence. This is their Volume Stylist, their 18-hour lash extension one. I would say that this one, it's not my absolute 100% favorite, but I've been using it a lot more recently. It's still a really, really good one. As well as the classic. This is the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. This one is one that honestly, I feel like I've been using it since I started YouTube, like 10 years. Not this exact tube, that would be not very sanitary. But this is probably one of the first mascaras that I ever like really fell in love with. And then the Thrive Causemetics Liquid Lash Extension is really the only other one that I want to keep in my like ride or die because it's a really good lengthening mascara. Like those big lashes. It always reminds me of but like in a better way. You know the movie Emperor's New Groove? I just watched it recently. But the evil chick, forget her name, she has like these big like crazy lashes. I always think of that when I put this on, but like again in like in a good way, just like big long lashes, you know. And everything else is going back in the drawers. All right, I'm gonna tidy up this gigantic mess of things that I've dumped on the floor in front of me, as well as clean up my drawer, and we'll go on to drawer number 2. Okay, what do we have in here? Okay, this is also kind of random. I don't really know what this drawer is. All the rest of them are very organized though. This one, I don't even know. I got my single eyeshadows, a bunch of like lip stuff that I use on a really frequent basis, as well as like false lashes. That's pretty much it. So this should be pretty easy. Oh, also this is my, love me some brow soap. I love a good soapy brow. Let's see, can I fit this up here? I think I can. Right there, boop. Then they can all stay together with the brow products. What's this back here? Is this money? No, it's an eyeshadow. That was disappointing. Thought there was something else in there. All right, let's start with the eyeshadow singles. Honestly, what do I use the most out of here? I feel like this drawer could be better suited for something else, but I don't know what. Because really the only single eyeshadows that I tend to use the most frequently, these two from Lancome, we have Dawn and Sand. These are matte shades, as well as the Glaze and Eye Gloss from Butter London, and this is in Unicorn. These are the ones that I use the most frequently. The other ones are really nice. It's just they're not ones that I reach for all the time. And like, yeah, it's nice to have a couple lip glosses, but honestly, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna clean this out, and then we're just gonna hold that spot. It'll be like a landing spot, and maybe like we'll have some inspiration whilst cleaning. But just in keeping with the trend in going through all of these drawers, some of my favorite false lashes, one is the Velour Effortless line. I think these are great. They're just a little bit shorter this way as well as this way, so they just feel a little bit more natural for my eye shape. I also really like the Kiss lashes. Oh, those are good. These are the Kiss ones, by the way. These are Boudoir. Oh, they're like a little bit shorter. They're still really thick, but because they're shorter, they just look more natural, but in like a dramatic way. Real nice. Wow, that was a relatively quick drawer. Guess let's get this organized and go on to the next one. Look at me go. So proud of me. Proud of me. All right, drawer number 3. This is where I keep all of my powders, concealers, primers, and foundations, and everything kind of lives in here, but really I pick very few of these on like a frequent everyday basis, unless I'm feeling like, you know, just feeling like trying something a little different. Because if I put it in here, it means that I liked it. So, I mean, I liked everything in here at some point. So let's start with the foundation, shall we? Oh, that was loud. Sorry, foundations / primers. What of this disaster is gonna go back into here? Let's start with primers that I have been absolutely loving. So the IT Causemetics Makeup Gripping Base. This is a pore minimizing one, as well as it has a bit of a mattifying element. I don't typically go for anything super mattifying, and I don't find that the mattifying effects on here are really harsh or just make my skin look really dry, so I've been enjoying that. And then of course my 2019 favorite, the Cover FX Gripping Primer, because I love things that grip the makeup, you know. This also has a firming element to it. You can see I've gone through a ton of it. It is a really, really good primer, especially on those days where you just don't want your makeup to go anywhere. It's like a long day. You just, I mean, I can't think of a day where I don't want my makeup to not go anywhere, but like this one is heavy duty. A more recent one that I've been enjoying is the Poreless Putty Primer from e.l.f. I just started using this because I was watching Allie on you. I think it was Allie. I was watching her video and she was talking about this being a favorite of 2019. Tested it out, loved it, so I'm going to be using that. And then my Farsali Skin Tune Blur. This is another really great one. It really does give this like blurring effect to the face, which is really, really cool. So I love that one. And then foundations. Ooh, no, I lied. Also the Clarins SOS Primer. The blurring one, which is O2 Peach. This primer blurs. It adds a little bit of like pigment to the skin as well. It is so good. Love this one. And then for foundations here. Okay, so number 1, the 2019 fave of the year is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. This is a foundation and concealer in one, so I have 2 different shades that I kind of mix or play with depending on how much self-tanner I have on or how much of a brighter under eye look I want to go for. Also the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. In love with this foundation, especially on more no makeup, lighter kind of days, like a nice light to medium coverage level. Been loving that. The L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation is like super heavy duty coverage, but it doesn't feel or look like it on the skin. This is a great one from the drugstore that I loved in 2019. I think this is actually my 2019 drugstore foundation favorite, I think. Pretty sure. It's so good. And then more recently, I've been incorporating more of the Changemaker foundation by Bite Beauty. This and also their primer. Where did I put their... Is it up on here? Did I use it? Yes, I did. These two. So this is the dry skin one, and then this is shade 25. So 2530 is what I've been using. So I've been integrating this a little bit more again on the lighter makeup days. And yeah, that is it. Now moving on to concealer in this really old sponge. It's really gross, Rachel. Ooh, we have some gems in here. Okay, this is gonna be tough. This one I feel like is gonna be a really tough one. Okay, where to start? Where to start? Okay, so the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This is the brightening dark circle eraser one. I'm gonna include this one because I have not been getting a lot of really great sleep recently. And this one I find is very good for canceling out any under eye circles, brightening the area, so I will include that one. Also along the whole like brightening front, the Wet n Wild Mega Cushion for dark circles. This has a little bit of a pinky undertone. It was one that I had more recently found from my like Shop My Stash. I think that was that the last video that went up? I don't even remember. But I've been using that one a lot recently, and it's a really good one for brightening. I put it on top of concealers. You can also put it underneath, but I found on top to be better. And then a more recent one that I've been enjoying, this is by Jouer. It's their High Coverage Concealer Pen. This one has, it looks so good under the eyes. I thought it was going to be too creamy because it's like this stick formula, but honestly, it blends out beautifully under the eyes. It does not crease. It looks phenomenal. So I've been enjoying that one. Two from the drugstore that have been really, really nice. One is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Under Eye Concealer, as well as the CoverGirl Simply Ageless Instant Fix Concealer. These two, like, they're very different. This one is more for like everyday kind of a look. This is like high impact. It's gonna cover everything. But these are two really good drugstore ones that I thought I would also mention. There are a couple in here that honestly I have not used in a while, like the Haley Revive Concealer Cream I haven't used in a while. What else? The Milk Makeup one I haven't used. What else? Kylie Jenner. I don't know. These ones I feel like I want to set aside because new makeup is always coming in. I always want to have an opportunity to like fill up my everyday drawer with things that I'm excited to continue to play with and test. They're not terrible. They're just not like my favorites, you know? I love this, by the way. Like, what is I like this little carpet. It's just like, it's hanging out on the wall. That was a very good call. I'm very proud of it. Oh, actually, the Makeup Forever HD, what is this? The Light Capturing Self-Setting Concealer. So you don't need to set this. I do like a little tiny bit, but I find that you don't need as much powder, which I find just looks better for me. And then powders. Honestly, the only ones that I use, one is the Elizabeth Arden. This is the High Performance Blurring Loose Powder. This is like ride or die everyday staple for me. I am obsessed with this powder. It's so good. The Makeup Forever one, this is their Matte Velvet Skin Blurring Powder Foundation for like those more like heavier coverage days. I find this works really, really well. It's a beautiful finish on the skin. And then the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. This one has, I think it has hyaluronic acid in it. I'm not 100% sure, but this is also a really good one that I find doesn't make my skin look really dry and gross and cakey. I don't want my skin to look cakey. And yeah, that's it. Those are the three. I don't know what to tell you. So many of these little beads from the, you know those beads that you put in with your like makeup brushes and stuff? I have them all over the store for some reason. Don't know why, but here we are. All right, took a quick break for dinner, and now we're going on to drawer number 4. And this one houses all of my palettes, my blushes, bronzers, and highlights all in one, which is why it's pretty crowded in here. My palettes have gone from being in this back bin to now being around the side of the other bin to just being on top of all the bronzers because I don't have any space. So let's fix that up. Ooh, what's this? Random Kylie Jenner eyeshadow. It's a pretty color blue though. Very nice. I don't know where I got that from. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not a palette, blush, or bronzer. Or a highlight. Like how I started out and I like put away all of my stuff as I was going. And now I just have a mess of stuff and I'm like, I don't know, I'll deal with it tomorrow. So first let's start off with the blushes, the bronzers, and the highlights. And then we'll move into all of the different palettes I have. All right. Where to start? Oh, I know exactly where to start. Butter bronzer. That's not even a question. I'm obsessed with it. It needs to go in. Even though it's almost out. Other bronzers, I like this one by Guerlain. It is their Terracotta Light Bronzer, Healthy Glow Powder. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, has a little bit of like a peachy colored blush as well. So it was really, I love this one, especially in the summertime. But this is a good one I go to a lot, as well as this other Terracotta by Guerlain one, which is very similar. And really, I don't need both, but I have both. so I'm gonna use it. I also really like the Fenty Beauty one. This is a matte one. This is the shade Shady Biz. That is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer that I use quite often, as well as one that's a little bit more on the newer side for me. Also by Physicians Formula, not surprising at all. It is a trio of butter bronzers. Yeah, no, so pretty. Wow, Rachel, that is still too many bronzers, but we're just gonna roll with it. It's fine. Moving on to one of my favorite categories right now, blush. First one is the Flower Beauty. This is the Blush Bomb. This is one of my favorites. I will either on like no makeup days just use this and like just dot it on and blend it in, and it just gives the most beautiful natural flush to the skin. It is unbelievable. I don't know why more people don't talk about how great this product is. This is the shade Pinched. This one right here is the shade Nectar. I use Nectar more, as you can tell. I've like really used up a lot of it. It's more of that corally tone, but both are beautiful and the formula is incredible. I also really like the Kylie Cosmetics X-Rated blush. Again, that beautiful peachy vibe that I am obsessed with, as well as the Wanderlust by Buxom blushes in the shade Mykonos. Again, you can tell I have a type. All peachy all the time. I've also been really enjoying, this is the Physicians Formula Rose All Day Petal Glow, and this is Shimmering Rose, which first of all, it has the most beautiful texture to it. Again, that really pretty impress. Oh, but I use this as a blush topper and it adds like a little bit of a sheen, and it's really nice on the skin. It's not too overpowering. It's not too highlighty, but it still adds that little bit of a pinky glow that I just really enjoy. So that's it right there. See what I mean? Just like that little hint of sheen, just like enhances the blush. And then what else here? Oh, this is the Physicians Formula Sculpting Bronzer. Tati got me onto this. I remember testing it and being like, it's pretty good, but then Tati like did my makeup and used it and I was like, oh, does real nice. So I've been experimenting more with this one and I think it's really, really pretty. That has nothing to do with blush or highlight, which is what I was going to go into next, but thought I'd mention that. Oh, I also really like the Jouer bronzer. Why do I have so many bronzers that I like? Oh, no, I really like this one. You know what? We're going to take the summer bronzer and we're going to put it over here for summertime. It's not summer yet. I love this blush. Oh, I thought I lost it. This is by Lancome. The only thing I don't like about it is the smell, which is just like whoosh, like right in your face. This is a blush stick in the shade Rose Lala. Again, I like the whole creamy, dewy cheek vibe that's kind of flushed from within kind of a look. So it's gorgeous. And then highlight, I mean, it should come as no surprise to anyone. I really love the Pixie highlight that I created. I'll play with any of these shades, like any of them. And like, I was like, did I swatch that one? And I just always find that these are the shades that I always go back to and mix and match and play and just like, oh, I love them, love, 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 love. Then is there any other highlight that I've been like really like going for? Oh, you know what? Actually, I do really like, this is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Beauty Light Wand. It's an easy highlight and it is a cream highlight. So I'll apply that usually first as sort of a base, and then I'll just keep it like that if I want something a little bit lighter and just softer. If I want more of that like beachy vibe, glowy skin look, then I'll layer my layers palette on top of it. But this is a very, very nice formula. So ridiculously smooth. So I do really love that. MAC Double Gleam. This is really nice. This is a really pretty highlight. I haven't seen this one in a while. Should probably bring that back out. And Hourglass. I really like this palette. This is the Lighting Edit, the Ghost palette. But I use it mostly these ones right here for setting powders. So really, this should go in with all the setting powders. Look at me reorganizing. Is there anything else from here that I want? Ooh. Yes, there is. The Nude Sticks Nudies All Over Face Color. This is their blush, the matte one. And this is in the nude. And it's like, I broke it a little. I don't want to talk about it. But the shade is just, it's insane. It's absolutely stunning. And just like such a versatile, neutral tone that adds so much depth to the skin. So Gonna keep that. Everything else I will put away. This is a big drawer. I struggled with that one. Oh, and we're not even done. I still have palettes to do. Ooh. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. I would say I use probably the Natasha Denona, the Sunrise palette, and I've been getting into the Good as Gold palette from ColourPop. So let's start there. So a starting point. Also really love, no, it's this one. This e.l.f. palette. This is the Opposites Attract eyeshadow palette. Really just like pretty much stay in this general area, and it's just a really good combination for me for just like a light and bright, easy peasy kind of a look. And then the Naked Honey palette, which is really, I do not remember the last time I got really excited about an Urban Decay Naked palette, and this one, I fell in love with it. What else do we have in here? Oh, it's a blush palette. Okay, so this is the Catrice and Iman blush palette. This is a favorite of 2019. These shades are so bomb. I can't even tell you. So many oh, I do really like the Sweet Talk palette. Like, look how nice that is. This is so pretty. Or do I want the In the Nudes palette? No. Tati's palette, obviously. You can see it's gotten some wear. Love this palette. Good everyday palette. Good glam palette. Good everything palette. Texture neutrals. Love this one. Which of these palettes do I want? You know what? I'm gonna do both. I'm gonna do both. This is my video. I can do what I want. I think that's where I want to keep it with. The only other one I want to include is the Mercury one from Huda Beauty. I tested that one out recently, and it is so beautiful, and I keep meaning to grab it because I put it in with another drawer. I keep meaning to grab it because I really like some of the shades she used. Ooh, look at that. She closes. So now on to this is dramatic. All right. Get that out of the way. Now onto the bottom drawer, aka setting sprays and lip products. And I feel like we can do some serious like decluttering here. Very excited. Starting with my Impress nails. This one is apparently mostly empty. I like to keep extras around just in case. Setting spray, that can go in there. Then a lot of lip products. Now, what do I want to keep in here? This is ride or die. So these are ones that I use all the time. They never fail me. Easy breezy. Okay, to remind myself what these drawers are for. Not whether or not it's pretty, Rachel. You're keeping probably all of these. Ooh, what's this? Plumping lip cream. That's a pretty color. All right. Apparently I've forgotten about some things. Woo, that has a strong candy scent. Okay, I think I got it. So here are the ones that I use the most often, I would say right now. And this one does change quite frequently when I find new shades that I like, or it's a new season, or I'm just feeling like a bright lip. Things just start to accumulate. So starting with one that I've been using a lot of on my Rachel's Life channel, in my baking videos and stuff, and people have been asking about it. This is the, almost dropped it. This is the Flower Beauty Miracle Matte Lip, and this is in English Rose. And what I'll do with this one, because it's a matte lip, is I will take the color, put it on a finger, and then press it onto the lip, and it gives that nice like blurred lip stain kind of look. A gorgeous shade of like a dusty pink, but it's still nice and bright, but it's not. I really like it. Then I also really love the Too Faced. These are their Peach Puff Diffused Matte Lip Colors. Again, that whole like blurring, soft, doesn't feel like you're wearing anything, but like nice and pigmented kind of a vibe. I love these and use these basically, I want to say every single day. Like, I mean, you know, like just like just a staple, you know, just a staple. The one I was wearing earlier today, oh, this one. This is the L'Oreal. These are their, I always get the name wrong because they don't label it. This is in the shade I Empower, which is again, very similar to all the other shades, but it has the nicest formula. It's almost like water thin. It's amazing. It's one of my favorites from the drugstore right now. I don't know what my hair is doing right now. It's like kind of like kinked from braids / curly / I don't even know. Anyway, I have a shiny pinky shade from L'Oreal, which is a little bit more on the pinky side. Really like that one. Again, for everyday, as well as the Powder Kiss lipstick from MAC. This is in, I think it's called Tweety. Right there. Just a lot of that sort of blurred, diffused, peachy, pinky, nude, slightly soft, your lips but better kind of vibe. Oh, and then, almost forgot, the Hourglass lip glosses. This is in Unreal, which I think is my favorite out of all of them. Glossy, rich color, absolutely gorgeous on the lips, and just gives that nice like lacquer shine, but it doesn't feel like goopy on the lips, you know? Actually, a lot of the colors from this line really impressed me. This is probably my favorite though. And honestly, I think that setting spray is gonna be pretty easy peasy too. So like Tarte Double Duty, this is a great one I've been using a ton of. It has a really light like cucumber scent. I find my makeup stays on really well with that one. The Cover FX Dewy Finish setting spray, because I love me a good like luminous finish, you know. Then, oh, here's the other one. The ABH Dewy Set setting spray. This is, again, like a dewy kind of a look, but doesn't look glittery on the face at all. It has a nice spray to it, you know, just like diffuses, right? And then I have my MAC Fix Plus up there, as well as my Rose Glow Mist from Pixi. I feel a lot better. I still have a lot of work to do, which I'm not going to do right now because it is 10:15. I'm going to bed. I have some organizing and things to do, but it feels really good to have this sort of in a good space for the new year and just, you know, get it all done and like ready for when baby gets here. So thank you for nesting with me today. I hope you enjoyed. Check out these videos in case you've missed them. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I will see you guys all in my next video. Love you all. Mwah. Seriously, I don't know what's going on with my hair. Is it kinky? Is it curly? Is it like a 80s braid vibe? I don't even know. I need to go to bed.